Is it a little crooked? Maybe a little bit. It's fine.
Barely.
I swear to God. Oh my God, seriously. I'm not doing this shit again.
Good evening. Thank you so much for being here this evening. This is the concert choir, and we're so delighted to be able to present something to you this evening. As we started this year, we didn't know if there would be any chance to perform. So we're delighted to show you what we've been working on. I generally been thinking this as like a choir showcase rather than a choir concert, just because it is sort of put together with little pieces of what we've been doing all year. So we're going to start with an African American spiritual Go Down Moses. We hope you enjoy it.
Let me see the microphone. I'm on Zoom twice. I don't know why it keeps having me on twice.
Fortunate enough this year to have a student teacher with us from Capital University, and I'm in a moment going to ask her to come out. She just happened to graduate last Saturday from Capital with her degree, and perfectly so, she was back here today at Hamilton Township High School as a sub for us. So she's getting some reps of, let's see what we can do with the substitute position, which will be, I'm sure, much harder than what will be in her own classroom for the rest of this year. I'd like to ask Miss Amanda Rose Hobbs to come out right now. This last song we're singing, Chattanooga Choo Choo, is a sort of a big band song from the 1940s, which I know the kids dig. I hope you enjoy it. And then finally, for this choir, one of the best parts about being able to do this concert is I get to recognize the seniors from the three choirs. So I'd like to ask Zach to come forward right now. This is our token senior, Zach Rain from the concert choir, and I'm going to tell you about his future plans. He starts by saying thank you to my parents and all my teachers in the past and now for pushing me to do better. After high school, I plan to work as an electrician for a place called Denier Electric and live in an apartment with a dog, and maybe later in life, a wife and a kid or two. He wants to save to have a home gym just to practice powerlifting. And then he says, after I move into my own house and out of an apartment. He says, that's my life after high school, thank you. So I hope you'll help me to appreciate Zach Rain's time with us in class. this is the women's choir from the high school. They're smaller than they are in normal years just because of all of the concerns over this year's pandemic relief, but they're putting out a sound that I couldn't be prouder of. We have 4 seniors that you're going to hear about a little bit later. The next song that we're going to do is a setting of an Emily Dickinson poem, which I don't know why this sticks in my brain, but she wrote it on the back of a cake recipe. Maybe it's because I like cake, I don't know, but it appeals to me. And she's an American poet, so that made us have something to sort of talk and learn about through learning this song. And for this song, I'm going to ask Ms. Hobbs to come back out, please, at this time. So here are our 4 seniors from the women's choir, which I'd like to tell you a little bit about. First is Jayla McBride. Jayla says, "Hi, I'm Jayla McBride, and I want to get my master's degree in substance abuse psychology. I have been in choir since 7th grade, and my experience has been absolutely great. I would just like to say a big thanks to my mom for always staying strong, even when I didn't make it easy. Her support for me never wavered. I love you, Mom." Nina Fiedel. Nina says, "This is my 6th year of choir. I plan to go to Columbus State Community College for veterinary medicine. I want to thank Ms. Sheik and Mr. Cody for being a major part of my high school career." And then she says, "Fun fact, Ashley Collins and I have been friends since kindergarten." And strangely enough, Ashley Collins. Ashley says, after high school, I plan on going to Columbus State and then transfer to Ohio State University. I plan to study chemistry and become a medical scientist. And finally, Raven Taylor. Raven says, I'm still figuring out what I want to do in life, but I'm aiming to be a social worker that works with children. I want to be someone that protects the younger generation and gives them a safe space. And she says, and with the help of others around me, I'm able to get there. So while I haven't had these four ladies, not all of them, since the 7th grade when the choir starts at Hamilton, they've all made an impact in this group. They've been leaders by example, and they will be sorely missed. So one more time to thank the seniors. And before our last song, which we're using as sort of a goodbye seniors, it's from The Sound of Music, So Long Farewell. I do feel like it's important to acknowledge Addie Taylor and her family. There you are, right next to me. Who was totally her idea and had nothing to do with it, but who organized the making of alike masks and then screened them. So Addie and the girls took over everything with that, and all I had to do was say who wants one, and they all took care of it. So thank you to Addie and family. There are many traditions this year that we didn't actually get to follow through with, but one of them I'm glad, at least that this concert feels a little back to normal, is at the end of each high school concert, all choirs join to sing one song together, which is We Gather Here Together. And I feel like this sort of puts a new meaning during what we're going through this year to the words of this song. For a long time last spring, and when we were virtual this year, we weren't able to sing together, which I know to me, and I think to a lot of the girls, was very frustrating. So it's really wonderful to be able to sing together again. And as the concert choir is coming out right now, I would like to say thank you so much for coming tonight. I know it's a short concert, but to stay within the guidelines of what's safe and acceptable. I'm glad that you came to be with us this evening, as ever short as it might be. We had a lot of help in getting things together. Actually, the women's choir are the ones that helped me put the shell up, which is not an easy job. Mr. Sweet, our building principal, had a huge role in making this happen. The custodial staff, several teachers. So there are a lot of things that need to be spread around. And obviously, the singers up here tonight are the main source of that. So thank you for being here. And this is our last song.